Hello, everyone. This is Hadrian.
Hi, folks. I'm Mal.
Thanks so much for being here. Let's play some more Master of Orion at long last. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man, and I'm glad that we're back, and I'm glad that we're back playing Master of Orion, and I'm excited because I really haven't had a lot of time to play with the new DLC with the 3 new races, and
let's fix that today.
Yeah, and we're both playing new races. This is kind of fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've played, for those that might be jumping in and have not seen some of my more recent stuff, I played as the Trilarians, and I've played as the Terrans in the Revenge of Antares DLC, but I have not actually played yet as the Elerians, and you, my friend, have not played as the Gnolam, correct?
I have not. I really like them from Master of Orion II, so it'll be interesting to see how well they've implemented both of these, actually. Into this new version. But yeah, I've been wanting to play the Space Cows, so I'm glad that I'm getting an opportunity to do that.
Do we want to talk really quickly for folks about the bonuses that each race gets without going into too much depth?
Yeah, let's do that real quick. So why don't you do... Well, no, you go first, sir. You go first.
No, you first. Okay, fine. Okay, we're ridiculous. If you're watching this and you're like, oh my god, I can't watch this, it's gonna get worse, just stop now. The telepathic trait is the first thing the Elerians get, which gives them access to mind control. We can invade planets by using mind control, and as long as we have a battleship, we have access to take over planets without using troops, which is just mind-blowingly cool. Higher security as well, and here's the best thing, I think, to me, assimilation power. Immediate, meaning that any time that you capture a planet as the Elerians, rather than destroying a colony and repopulating it, you get access to an ability to kind of immediately assimilate the population without worrying about reduced production for a while.
That's got some pretty cool game implications, because not only do you instantly get the colony, but beyond that, you also don't have to waste your time or effort doing like alien control centers or any of that tech related to it.
Exactly. Also, improved negotiations we get as well. So just in terms of being able to arrange treaties and agreements with other races, we'll do a little bit better because we have these telepathic abilities. But even better than telepathy is omniscience. Omniscience basically gives me access to see everything that's going on. Yes,
that's not
from
powerful.
The very beginning.
That's not powerful.
Actually, yeah, it's UP. It's underpowered. It's totally not the opposite thing. Beam attacks plus 25%. So those of you who have been watching Return of the Terrible Terrans, that's something we've been enjoying there, and I'll get that here as well. And then finally, beam defense, which I do not have on my Terran series, is 25% higher than normal as well. So beam weapons are even better for the Elerians than for the Terrans, and that's a lot of fun. You, sir, your turn.
Let's see here. So we've got fantastic traders. So again, this is all flavored from the Master of Orion II version of the Space Cows. So it's all about economics for them. So we've got plus 25% to trade treaties. We get 100% from trade goods project. That's where if you've got a colony idling and you just want them doing something, they can produce additional credits. That's really not... I don't think any of that's that big a deal. What is a big deal is the plus 50% by population of the credits that you get, which is significant. And then this other piece, Lucky, if it's implemented the way that it was in previous iterations of the game, we do have pirates enabled, and we'll get into the other settings, but we also have the Antarians enabled, and it should mean that I will be targeted less if this special ability is implemented like it has been in previous versions of the game. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But basically, short story is Space Cows equal lots of cash.
Exactly.
That's really it.
And then your least favorite thing, which I don't think you even mentioned because you hate it so much, is you do have
the low gravity homeworld. You know, that's kind of a hit or miss. Sometimes it can be decent, actually. It's not. Yeah. It's not too bad in the grand scheme of things.
I love how I said that we weren't going to go into too much detail, and then we pretty much went over every detail that we could have there. But anyway,
it's okay. It's fine. Game settings we'll really blow through these. We'll go through these really quickly. You can see them here. Circle, medium size. We're going to play with high density, planet density by star, which is something we haven't done previously, but we're going with it. Hadrian's done that in some of his more recent series. He really likes it. I trust his judgment, so we're going to run with that.
Awesome.
Difficulty level, we will be playing on Extreme as we have in the past. So for those who are not familiar, here's the difficulty levels. Extreme is the most difficult choice. For AI opponents, we're doing quick game pace, and if you're not familiar with that, it basically just gives you normal research and then fast production and fast growth. Turn timer is off. Random events are on. We have pirates. We have pirates, Hadrian.
Finally, we have pirates. We had a discussion about this before the episodes started, and I really feel like they've been balanced pretty well in the most recent version of the game, the Revenge of Antares DLC. So I think the advantages of being able to kill their bases and acquire extra population and or credits and or other things could potentially overrule our previous qualms with them, particularly because I'm playing as the Elerians, so we're immediately going to be able to see, I think, anywhere a pirate base pops up, and I can at least try. I'm not going to promise that I'll always be good at like catching it every time, but I have the ability to say, hey, look, you've got a pirate base popping up now, you keep an eye out. So we should be able to handle them.
I think too that the fact that, you know, even though we're playing on Extreme, which is, don't kid yourself, folks, it's the AI gets all kinds of crazy bonuses on Extreme, and they're very aggressive.
Why are we doing this again?
Well, because we always do. We're gluttons for punishment. But the fact that you have the ability to see the map and can scout for us, particularly in the colonial expansion phase, I think is going to be huge at helping us out. Yep. We're leaving in monsters. The minor civilizations, which left in Early Access 3, returned in, 2 patches ago? I guess it was tied to the DLC release, too.
Yes.
So minor civilizations is back, so we're going to leave that in. We're going to allow racial traits, balanced starting conditions, and then for victory types, we're getting rid of max score, or max turns, because that screwed us last time. We could have won.
Yeah, it really sucked.
I mean, the clock literally just ran out on us because we had it at 500 turns, and if we had what do you think? Maybe even another 40, 50 turns, we could have won?
Oh yeah, we were there. It was fine. But at least we had the satisfaction of knowing that we had the momentum going in, but this time we want to actually, try and have a victory. Actually beat the game.
Right, actually win. So there's 3 ways for us to win. We can completely take over the galaxy, we can get an economic victory, or we can defeat the Antarians in their home system, in their pocket dimension. Those are the ways that we can win.
Indeed.
I think that's everything.
Yeah. Do you want to play?
Let's do it. I hope everyone's excited as we are. Let's get into it.
All right, let's jump in.
Hadrian?
It has been way too long. Did you just wonder if I went somewhere?
I was
Hadrian,
just like,
are you there?
Are you? Well, your computer too. I was like, Hadrian, Hadrian, you okay? Everything all right?
Okay, so this is amazing. I don't have to ask where you are because we're next to each other. Not next to each other, but we are in terms of the galactic clock, if you will.
Yep.
We are neighbors. So
where are you at?
If you look, this is so different. I can see everything. I'm like overwhelmed. All right. So if you go all the way up to the outer rim, I know you're in you're a little bit inside of the outer rim.
Yeah.
I'm an outer rim star. If you go all the way straight north, there's a red star immediately in galactic north. That's Dagon.
Uh-huh.
And then to the left of that, there's a blue star. That's Procyon. To the left of that is where I am. That's Draconis, a yellow star.
The yellow star.
Yep.
Galactic.
On the rim.
I got it. On the rim, galactic northwest. Is there anybody in between us?
There is not. By the way,
yeah.
If you look, this is so cool. I can tell you this. If you look south of you, not the one, there's 2 yellow stars.
Yep.
One is slightly west. The other one is straight south, a little bit further down. That's Trilar Prime. So the Trilarians are not a whole, you would do well to expand to the north and to the east initially, where you can. So just kind of keep that in mind.
Well, how many connections do they have off of their system? Because if I take this, is there anything decent in that? Is there anything decent in that system right next to me, that Kraman or whatever? The one that's directly southwest of me.
Camorium.
Yeah.
that was an atrocious. As I put my foot in my mouth, that was an atrocious pronunciation. Camorium actually, has, see, we're going to spend our entire first episode just talking about how awesome the map is. It has an 11 pop artifact world, arid, abundant, It also has a 5-pop ultra rich gem world. It's tiny, but there you go. And then, there's a low gravity. Here you go. 14-pop large swamp abundant planet.
Okay, that's probably the winner.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have any choice but to go there.
Yeah.
It's the only,
by the way,
only exit I have.
Yeah, you asked about Trilar Prime's exits. They don't have an exit leading toward you. Their only exit takes them a little bit further south east. Okay. But still, like, they're the closest to you. So you're going to want to expand in different directions. And I actually have room. So let's go ahead and play around with our initial moves here.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, these guys are so cool looking.
Yeah,
the space cows, I really like them on the research screen. They look awesome.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and dive in, take a look at my ships. Because I've again never played as the, let alone with you, but on YouTube or alone, I've never played as the Elerians before. So this is my first time kind of seeing their ships up close, what they look like.
Trying to decide if I want to go for hydroponic farms first or automated factory. I think I'm going to go for automated factory first.
I like the themes that you can add, or at least the first one. Their patterns look really cool. I kind of like their alternate frigate more than their base frigate.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
I don't have any additional technologies I can add just yet, of course. I can augment the engines.
Oh, the alternate frigate for these guys is cool looking.
Yeah, the alternate stuff for the Trilarians are nice as well. So if you're watching this and you haven't played as the Trilarians or watched anyone play as the Trilarians, and you're seeing either my side or Mal's side, check out the Trilarians in addition, just as far as like the ship customization options. Don't cheat yourself and not see the ways you can make their ships look different and cooler, because it's pretty fun. I think I'm probably just going to stick with the basic setup here to start, because there's not really much to customize, is there? Let's go ahead. I am going to change the look of the frigate, though. And we'll come back to the blueprints a little bit later on. So let's change that. That upgrade's done. Now this frigate, just go investigate this Draconis Prime for me. Oh, wait, I don't have to investigate anything because I can see everything.
Because you're that awesome.
Oh, my God. See, I sent my scouts. I did what I always do. I sent my scouts
in each different direction? Sure.
Yeah, because I was ready to go. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have to do that.
So did you change your BC up under the Empire page? I almost forgot to do it.
Yeah.
Almost forgot.
Get some extra gold. All right, so now I've got to send my colony ship to the most appropriate planet now that I know all of my options. Oh man, there's 2 nice worlds nearby me in my immediate in the system immediately south of me, but one is low gravity, the other's high gravity. I think I'm still going to go for the high gravity world.
I think it's probably still worth it if it's really good. It doesn't matter. You'll eventually overcome it. So
it's a 19-pop Terran ultra rich world with artifacts.
That's a no-brainer. I would definitely take that.
Yeah, of course. But still. All right, so anyway, research choices. What did you say you went with?
I went with physics. And I hit the next turn. I hope it's just saying please wait because you haven't gone and not stuck.
Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Let me go ahead and go for physics as well. Interesting, there's no timer.
I disabled timer.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want us to have any restrictions. Maybe I should have left it on, though. Because, there was a couple times in our last one where the auto turn thing saved us, but hopefully it's okay. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, totally fine. All right, that's nice. I like that they take a little bit of the pressure off.
Well, right, let's face it. Once we get to the mid game, you're gonna have turns that'll be long, or I'll have turns that'll be long, and that screwed us a couple of times in the last Extreme Bromance. Which, by the way, folks, if you're interested in seeing the previous series, because we've done several of them, in the description of this video, there'll be links to those Let's Plays as well if you want to check out some of the previous Bromance episodes.
Yeah, there was the original Bromance, which didn't have a subtitle, and then there was Metal and Stone.
Metal and Stone.
And then there was Brains and Brawn.
Which I think was I think Brains and Brawn of those was the best one.
Yeah, it's just getting progressively better. But this series, what are we going to call it? The Elerians.
You had one floating around, I thought.
Mystics and Merchants? You like that one?
Mystics and Merchants. I like it. Okay. Yeah.
All right, then. Let's roll with that. I'm going to keep my... This is so interesting. I don't have to scout. Like, it's completely changing my outlook. I guess I can spend my time looking around By the way, you don't have any pirates near you right now. I can see them all.
Just out of curiosity, if I go north to this red star, is there anything decent there?
North of Comorium?
Yeah.
There is, actually. Oh, wow. There's an 11 pop ocean planet. It's poor mineral classification, but it has gold, so that'll make up for it.
Okay.
And then there is a 7 pop tundra world with normal gravity, and it's abundant. So it's small, okay. But also immediately, not west, but east of that, there is a low gravity gold world with an Antares research
ruin on
asteroid as well. Also, you've actually got 2 systems that you can access the Antares ruins from. So,
is there another from this initial red star, the one that you told me about first? Is there how many links out of there are there?
From Palladius?
Yeah.
There are 3, including the lane to the system you're in now.
Okay. So it goes to the other red star and
yep,
the other
it goes
red star.
To the 2 other red stars. Yeah, the red star's connected to the other 2 except for Null.
But there's nothing in between us, right? You and I, there's no enemy in between us.
There's nothing in between us.
Okay.
So basically, in order to get to me, if you go to that red star that's immediately east of Palladius.
Yes.
And then you go northeast to that yellow star, that's Mazo. That's the system I'm heading to colonize right now.
Okay, I'll send one scout. I'll send one scout there then.
Yeah, because that's the one thing about the Illyrians. Just because I can see you doesn't mean I have contact with you. So we still have to encounter each other.
Yeah, we have to encounter each other. And the same thing. Yeah, and the same thing. You're right. Same thing for the other races. You know what I might do then? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my frigate over here next to the wormhole. Yep. And I'm not going to colonize my first colony ship. I'm not going to colonize right next to me. I'm actually going to move towards you.
Okay.
I think that's the better play. Because, since I'm basically like in my own little leg over here, I mean, I'm relatively safe.
Oh, for some reason I didn't get to see that colonization video. I feel like something sucked me out of it at the last second. That was weird. Okay, well, I just colonized Mazo 2. Okay. Wow, low gravity sucks. Holy mother god. Okay, there's really nothing worth building right now.
Nope.
We don't have access to anything yet, but we will soon. 6 turns away from physics.
Pirate fleet detected near wormhole. Interesting.
Yep, they just popped through the wormhole, which... How? Exactly?
Apparently they have access to the other side. Is there a pirate base near that other wormhole?
Yeah, there is. I just didn't know they could come through wormholes. So I was not anticipating that as a threat, but now...
I like the new graphic for guarding. It makes it very clear that something's guarding.
Yep, absolutely. That was one of the first things I remarked upon in Trilarian Trickery is I set someone up to guard my home system. I was like, hey, that's neat. And how's this combat going to go?
My
Good
first
for you.
Fight, auto-resolve, and victory.
I can see all. Pretty cool.
Well, I'm going to go back and get some repairs then.
Actually, I've got enough credits right now where I might actually be able to buy some basic structures on Draconis and Mazo once we have access to them. Gonna be useful. I've also got the space factory on the way.
Yeah, I'm building a colony ship, but I think I'm gonna get a space factory next so that I can put an outpost here. Because I just realized I don't need to guard the wormhole. I can guard in that other system. I don't have to do it here.
You want to know something else that I just realized? The Illyrians can also see where anomalies are from a distance.
Oh yeah, I figured as much. You should clean up on that.
I know. I'm heading there right now. It's just I'm not used to this. Like this is taking me a second to adjust, but this is amazing. I'm gonna do what I can to keep you as apprised of your situation as possible because that's going to be my role in this series. It's pretty clear.
You're gonna keep me close and make sure that no one hurts me.
I'll protect you, Mal.
Thanks, buddy.
Which is hilarious because we're saying this. If you've been watching our channels for a while, especially if you've watched previous Bromance series, you know the role is exactly the opposite.
Yeah, you protect me this time. Well, part of that too, just for some historical reference, folks, is that and he's become more experienced, and I think he knows now when to do it and when not to. But Hadrian tends to be a little aggressive on the expansion, and sometimes has ruffled the feathers of other empires early in the game.
I would never forward settle anyone in any series that was real-time strategy related, whether it was Master of Orion, especially if it was Civilization 6. I would never forward settle in that.
Okay, but holy crap. Is it just me? I was just about to say something about Civ 6. Is it just me, or did the AI in Civ 6, did they just make it crazy about spamming the little crap cities right in your face?
Oh yeah, they definitely do. And that's one of my biggest gripes with that game right now is
that and warmongering penalties when you go into a joint war, and then the guy is your friend that you're doing the joint war with and hates you afterwards. Like, what is that about?
Or there's a version of that. When you declare war on someone that has forward settled you. Now, yes, there's a casus belli in Civ 6 for
colonization expansion or something like that.
For territorial expansion that allows you to justify a war on someone that forward settled you, but you don't get it till late in the game. And so if someone forward settles you and you declare war kind of saying, hey, you dick, like, no, we're going to take that city from you.
I think it specifically says that too. It's like casus belli, hey, you dick, and then in parentheses it says territorial expansion. So
exactly.
That's frustrating. I mean, I love the game overall, but that part's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I've got neutron blasters now. It looks like those are just an overall upgrade over the laser cannon, if I am reading this properly.
Yeah, they are. Until you get some miniaturization tech, and then in certain situations, well, for us, actually, it doesn't make a lot of difference, because the one unfortunate thing about playing co-op, at least right now, they sort of intimated that at some point we might get tactical combat in multiplayer, but for now it's going to be like you saw just a bit ago, where it's just like a quick auto resolve thing. So us being really smart about how we design our ships is not nearly as important as it should be. Yeah.
And by the way, on that note, I just realized there's something that we haven't brought up yet that might be kind of important for people who have not watched our stuff before. There is no actual co-op mode in Master of Orion. We are just kind of playing to support each other, and if one of us happens to win a victory, we'll consider it a victory for both of us. That's how we do it.
Yeah, and please, folks, don't ask us to, like, at the end go to war with each other. We're not going to do that. Nope. So if you're looking for that, then this may not be for you, because we're buddies, and it makes for, in my opinion, and I know Hadrian agrees with me.
Aside from the fact that we're buddies, the problem is that
it's not
we have
fun.
to commentate. We have to commentate, and like, if we're fighting each other, what are we going to talk about?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. So no, that's not going to happen.
All we could do is say something like, "Well, I'm moving some stuff somewhere. How about you, Hadrian?" It's not that engaging, in our opinion.
No, it's definitely not. So yeah, but those requests have not been too frequent in the past. Okay, so I see the Trilarians have... I can actually see who's colonizing what as they do it. The Trilarians have... Oh, hey, GNN. Oh, it's just the introduction of
the
GNN.
Writer's Strike or whatever.
Yeah. Alkari Emperor still looking for his estranged father. I've never seen that before, but that's the best.
They must have added that.
That's the best reference. Oh my god. If you don't get that, I'm not going to explain it to you. Figure it out. That is an amazing headline. All right, so I got 58 credits from an anomaly. Okay, it seems like I can see everyone as they expand here. This is nuts. Okay, I can see you've conquered Bacarda, or Barcata, excuse me.
Potato.
Yeah, potato. You have a Trilarian scout at the wormhole.
Okay.
Orion might actually be in reach of us if we're careful with how we do this. Orion is the star immediately east of the wormhole.
Okay.
It's an orange star in this particular playthrough. So I
got a ship headed to you.
Okay, good. I've got another colony ship in production on Draconis. Oh yeah, I need to purchase my factory on Mazo.
It's just a scout, right? No armed vessels at the wormhole?
It is just a scout.
Okay.
And
Thank
just
you.
a scout in the next system, their only armed vessel is a frigate, and that is in Trilar Prime. By the way, you have an artifact that just popped up west of Comorium.
Okay. Thank you. Man, this you being able to scout thing is awesome.
I'm loving it, man. This is fun. Okay, I have a new leader. I've gotten in the habit of reading these aloud, so pardon me. It is rare to see a Galaxy Watcher away from the safety of Draconis, and even more unlikely to see them commanding a ship. Ryu was born with a gifted analytical mind and would have made an exceptional leader, but the matriarchal system of Elerian society prevented his success. Ryu left the Philosophers using his skills, training, and telepathic abilities to take on dangerous missions that allow him to prove himself. So this is a fleet commander that's going to give me additional travel speed, which I will never complain about because you know me, I like my fast ships. So
It's very useful.
And we'll
I'm curious because you've played with the expansion more than I have. I played a really early build before release, and the leaders, they were just like every couple of turns there was another leader. It was like leader spam
for the first few turns until you have it's not spammy. I mean, I think they come in at a pretty steady rate, and there are ways to increase the rate. But then you reach your leader cap, and you're good. So it's not like perpetual leader spam.
And I think if I remember right when I was playing around with it, it's just like in Mu 2, once your queue is full, you can actually dismiss somebody early to open up another spot. I don't know if you were aware of that or not, but it should work that way.
Okay. All right, so you detected. I can see that your ship is on the way to Mazo. Pirate fleet detected?
I see it.
There is one inbound to Rex, which is south east of Barkata. Barkata, and then there's a pirate fleet inbound to the wormhole.
Where's the base at? Where did you say their pirate base was? It's over by that other wormhole on the galactic east side? Is that where it is?
Yeah, it's in the Zweig system, which is the red star to the slight south, mostly south, but it's southwest of the wormhole exit, and that's where one of the bases. But they also have a base in Vizjar, which is the blue star immediately west of that. So they're pretty strongly established in. There's kind of a power void east of me, and the pirates are filling it. Mm-hmm. There are three bases in the north area of the galaxy. Still forgot to buy my frickin' what am I thinking? Factory, that thing. I wonder if I can see your moves as you make them, which would be interesting. Yeah, I've got 505 gold. I should be able to. Draconis 2 has grown. Good news. Let me go ahead and add a factory to this queue. Speaking of queues, I actually do want a queue. Okay, so that should be done.
You said that here there was an arid. It was this arid 11 abundant with artifacts was the best one in Comorium, correct? The reason I'm asking is because I don't want to spend 3 turns looking at the other planets if I don't have to.
Well, no, Comorium 4, the one on the far left side, that's the large swamp abundant low gravity 14 pop. That was the one you said was probably the winner.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Also, we should probably go ahead and cut this one here. What do you think?
Yeah, because we want to keep them all roughly the same length. That sounds good.
Yeah, but before we run too long, because I have definitely, I've said this in my previous playthroughs, my recent playthroughs, I've been enjoying this new build, and I get carried away. That's going to happen to both of us at some point in one of these episodes, is we're both just going to be having fun, and all of a sudden we're looking at the turn timer, it's going to hit like 30 minutes. But we're going to try to avoid that.
We're going to attempt.
Yeah, anyway, it's good to be playing Master of Orion with you again, man. This is going to be a really fun series, and hopefully we have some luck with extreme difficulty this time around.
I hope so. I mean, so far I'm encouraged. I am encouraged.
Yeah,
so did we settle? I think we settled on a time, did we not?
Yeah,
we're going to release every day.
We're going to do episodes every day at 11, which is an odd time slot. But given that we both have some other series going right now, we just thought it is kind of a special return to co-op for us. So why not do a special time slot? So it's the Mal time slot on my channel at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be 1 hour before my typical historical and grand strategy slot stuff rolls. And what do you have at noon on your channel right now?
Right now, Civ. Civ comes out at noon. Civ 6
yeah,
at
so
noon.
do I, actually.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an hour before our Civ content, at least when this series starts. And it'll be daily, as it usually is. So anyway, we'll go ahead and cut this one here, folks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to follow along. New episodes will air every day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome.
Thanks for watching, folks. He's Hadrian, I'm Mal, and we will see you later.